I get my interweb open.
We're recording. Should be streaming. And da 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 da. We're live, Evan.
Are we in there?
Yep, just kicked on. Man, guess what show we're on, Evan?
It's like 183 or 4.
Oh, 186.
Oh, geez. We're up there.
Yeah. We did 185 last week. I'm going to share.
No, we didn't.
Or, I mean, the week before.
There you go.
Yeah. We did not. Man, my cable was cutting in and out. And it still did it. I was kind of mad. I was gaming a little bit on Thursday night. Or maybe Wednesday night. And it kept cutting out. I got pissed and went to bed.
Bummer.
We're going to share this real quick and we'll get going. Show 186. We're getting closer to that 400 mark. Ooh, next week I get to say, because it's show 187 on an undercover cop.
What does 187 mean?
It's the police code for homicide.
187, because the 86 someone is, I thought was like, supposed to kill somebody.
Yeah, it is.
Correct or no?
Oh, well.
187. What's the difference between a 187 and an 86? I want to know if someone's going to take me out. I want to know if they're doing it right or if they're being disrespectful and dissing me.
You don't want to be dissed.
Yeah, exactly. And dismissed.
Are you looking that up?
Yeah, just for fun.
Right on. Welcome, guys. It is Al from D-Town&Chili 442. I am, of course, Al. That dude over that way is Chili. And he's looking up what the difference between 86 and 187 is. So that's what you've kind of tuned into right now. Evan, it is our first show of 2026. We made it.
Okay, so the primary difference, here you go. I told you, this is infotainment. This show. These are things that people need to know. The primary difference is that 86 is slang for getting rid of something or someone, which is often used in the service industry, while 187 is a police code and slang term for murder.
Oh, I don't think you can say that. Homicide, the M word.
Oh.
Yeah, now we ain't going to get monetized. Way to go, Chili.
For unaliving someone. They unalived him.
That is so dumb. That is so dumb. Anyway, this new year, we are bringing back a segment. Evan's kind of leery of it, so it might not last that long. But I used to do a thing called, wasn't it Jay did it, didn't he?
The bitch of the day?
Yeah.
I think it's just whoever had something different to roll about. Right. I don't know.
Our bitch of the day. And I'm going to do one about my hometown, but it's going to be at the end of the show. So you either, got to catch the replay or watch us. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but anyway, so we're going to bring that back, and we got a couple things. I don't know. Evan,
right.
How was your new year and
all that? I don't know. I didn't do anything for New Year's. I mean, I usually don't, but
I had to work Friday, so it was like I didn't really want to. And then I worked Wednesday because New Year's was Thursday, right? So, yeah. I worked Wednesday, and it was like, okay, I just worked 8 hours. I worked on cars. I'm tired. I ain't going out nowhere. And especially, me and you always called it amateur night.
Right.
I never got I want to see. Hold on. If there's Springfield. I live in the capital city now, Evan. For New Year's. This has got to be low, right? It's got to be low.
What's that?
The Springfield arrests.
Oh, DUIs or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, can you look them up for specific nights or whatever?
I don't know. I don't think so. Damn, I was hoping. Well, I ain't doing that. Evan, in other news, Britney Spears says she will not be performing her latest show in the U.S.
Okay, I didn't know she was really doing any shows besides
Didn't
dancing,
either.
dancing around, swinging knives on Instagram or whatever she does. Like this girl's she's lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of why she. I mean,
That's too bad because she seemed pretty cool.
man, that's
Like
what that.
she really could be underneath, but I think she's just been through so much and she's had so much control and brainwashing that it's too bad.
That it usually happens to those child stars, unfortunately. Gary Coleman is like should be a prime example of that.
Yeah, so many of them. Gary Coleman, that was a sad story because he just got stuck in that. After that, what kind of roles are you getting? Everybody just thinks of what was his name on that show, Arnold, or I can't remember.
Yeah, you got it, Arnold.
Yeah, and so after that, you can't make money, and then then you just become a butt of a joke. I felt sorry for that guy, man. He had it rough.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, man, I tell you what, and then that I think I watched that on like dude, I watch like the weirdest shit. Like it's either got to be and I don't know why because like I I don't even hunt. I fish and I throw the fish back. But man, I love crime documentaries and shit like that. I love watching it. And I watched one. It was like the dark side of sitcoms or some shit like that. And it showed different strokes on there. And it showed what them kids went through. And I think Todd Bridges, didn't he die recently? I don't want to. I better know.
Yeah, and Dana Plato, she had problems really quick, and I don't know if she's alive or not either.
Remember, she robbed a like Blockbuster or something, and then took the money back.
That's a cry for help.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I watched.
No, Todd Bridges is still alive.
Oh, cool. That's
so
good.
Willis is still alive. So he's probably the only one. Because I know Miss Garrett died years ago. And probably Mr. Drummond. See, I remember.
I'm sure.
Man, useless knowledge right up here, bro. Right up here.
Do you remember the pedophilia episode?
Yeah. Yeah.
It had the guy on there. I can't remember what act. I think it was the guy who played Mr. Carlson on WKRP.
Oh, yeah.
I ran across a clip of that recently where he was trying to get these boys to watch these dirty cartoons and stuff, and it was like, wow, when sitcoms would really address like situations and things.
Yeah, they did.
That was really pushing it for back then, and I'm thinking, wow, this was the 70s, and they that's an interesting one. If people want to go into, I don't know, you can go on YouTube or something, probably dig up those episodes or whatever, but that was pretty heavy back then.
Yeah.
It was a lesson, this is bad, this is wrong, talk to adults or whatever. I can't remember, but
Now Todd did go through his he had a cocaine addiction. Actually pulled a gun on a cop. So he's pretty lucky he's alive. But it looks like he's clean, and hell, the pictures of him look pretty good for he's 60 years old. God.
Yeah.
He was a kid. Oh shit. I shouldn't have read that.
It's amazing these actors and how old they are now, and we just got done watching this Netflix show, The Beast Within, and it has this actress Claire Danes. And do you know who she is?
I don't know, man. I'm not big in
You probably wouldn't, but she's kind of plain, but she played on this a high school kid on this show called My So-Called Life years ago, and I remember watching it. It was kind of a cool
I think I
when they
remember
used to have
that.
high school like drama shows, and she was on that. And now watching this movie, this miniseries, she's in her 40s, and it's like, oh my gosh,
We
it's
are
it's all those
old.
little reminders, like kind of like Ozzy passing, like, oh my gosh,
Yeah. It makes you kind of realize, shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Shit.
I'm I'm 55 now. I'm a senior citizen. I'm in
Oh,
it.
now I think you got 10 more years. Or no, is it 62? I don't know. Can you start getting like AARP coupons and shit like that at 55?
Yeah, most places I think like senior discounts and things. I think it's like Sears when I worked there years ago. They had like senior day, and I think they got 10 or 15% off or whatever. But I think it's mostly 55 and up. And then like yeah, government recognizes, I don't know what it is, 65 or 67 these days.
I got
I
a
don't
few.
think it's 62 anymore. I thought they raised it, but
Yeah, they did. Oh, I'll die before I collect unemployment or
Oh yeah, yeah,
whatever that is.
yeah.
But I will say I'm few years from senior. Then, I'm the youngin' of the show.
Well, like I said, I'm in it now. It's like, oh shoot. It's like, it's weird to think back. Like
I
I mean,
know.
everyone goes through it, and I know it, but to think back when I was a kid and everything, and now it's like fast forward 55. That's a trip. I didn't think I'd make it this far, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, the '70s. That was our growing up time. So,
Hmm.
and we had some awesome shit.
We really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole generation thing for the longest time, I thought, man, I wish I was 10, 20 years old. I wish I got to see like the 60s and, maybe a little more of the 50s and all that growing up. But
Nah.
now I'm like, no, what we got to see like the toys and like the development. We were right thick in the development of the computer when people,
Yes.
like I was probably, who was around 10 when people started to get their TRS 80s and their Commodore 64s and things like that. It was schools in the like late 70s had computers, and we played simple games, and they had like tape machines hooked up to them. They were we played the Oregon Trail.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd still bust some Oregon Trail. What are you talking about?
But yeah, so what we got to see over our lifetime,
Zork.
I think we landed in a cool spot. Between the analog to the digital transformation, like I'm right in the middle of it. I can tune a carburetor with a screwdriver, but I can also go in and go into a fuel injection system and make changes and operate it. So I mean, I
Right.
built my own years ago, so it's like I'm right in the middle there where the boomers are like, give me the carburetor, and the younger kids are like, why would you want a carburetor? It's just my point of reference. It's like we're right in the middle of the, like I said, the analog to digital transformation in our lives.
I I
That's
think
my thought.
yeah, and I'm with you, bro. Because look, even though look, some of them styles were god awful. The '80s kicked ass. The early '90s were awesome. I
Good
love
times economy, yes,
yeah.
economy wise.
Well, just I mean, for me, it was like I remember the styles. I mean, I had Evan. I had 4 pairs of parachute pants. I had black. I had gray. I had black with gray zippers. I had a gray one with black zippers. I also had a white Nike suit. All I'm talking snow white.
Did it have like the stripes down the arm? No, that's more Adidas.
No,
But Nike suit, no, that's awesome.
it had Jordan. This was just when Jordan was coming out with the Nike Airs and everything like that. So it had the Jumpman, right on the thing, and then mesh. But it was solid white. Boy,
Nice.
I pimped that thing out.
I bet you were fly.
I was. I was pretty fly for a white guy.
So yeah, you're right. The fashion and all that stuff with the 80s and 90s, they went, they were pretty wacky. The rainbow, day glow, and all that. Nowadays, there really hasn't been, you know, any style changes, and people have
No.
been saying, does this social media that has changed this? Where I would say the only really trend in the last couple years that I can think of is all these young kids with the broccoli hair. It's almost like the mullet of back then when sometimes long hair has come and gone on dudes, kind of rock star long hair, but the mullet was a kind of a hairstyle, and then but like there really hasn't been any major styles and everything, and like I said, the last couple of years, all these young kids going and getting permed up hair and everything, and like I said, they look like alpacas, and I'm like, this is the first like real trend in a long time. Yeah,
it seems that
almost.
way.
But people dress the same as they people wear polo shirts, people wear regular, button-down dress shirts. The men's suits really haven't changed. Maybe the leg taper a little bit or this or that, but nothing has really changed in style in years. So, I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know. Did social media kill all that, or what happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, social media, dude. Boy, if you could put something back in a bottle,
It's kind of killed culture in a weird way.
It honestly has. People will sit there, and I know I went and I got lunch the other day, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching these table full of people while I'm waiting for my food to go. I'm watching 4 women sit at a table with their phones. I mean, it's lunchtime. It's quiet. I mean, I couldn't rip a fart in there. They would have heard it. And it's lunch. It was packed. And everybody's just, if they weren't eating, they were buried in them phones, man.
Interesting. Yes, that's a big culture change.
Why
Yes.
go to take a sandwich? Save yourself 20, $30. Lunch ain't cheap anymore.
That's true.
You can't get a cheap lunch. Man, don't even get me
Yeah,
started.
that is a bad thing, and yeah, there's no changing that. We all there's that's so much addiction, phone addiction. I've got it too. I admit it. It's tough.
Oh, it's horrible.
Mm.
It is
Mm-hmm.
horrible. And I tell you what, I've been trying. A lot of times I shut my notification. Well, the only notifications I have none for social media.
Right.
If you
Me,
send
same
me a
here.
message on social media, and I might check Facebook, I'm not going to Messenger every time. So
Hmm.
whatever. I had somebody got mad at us, and they deleted the message. But on the Al from D Town, man, I never check that one. If you send a message to the Al, and I apologize, but
Yeah.
I just don't check it.
Yeah, it's one of those interesting culture things. For me, it's just things that things that used to be you got into that were a trend or whatever, if you were into it, you had to really seek it out. You had to find like people, the guys that tuned on, engines in their garage. They get together and they learn from each other. And it was kind of, if you wanted to get in on it, you had to be like them. There's a lot of gatekeeping. And nowadays, you can go on social media and you can watch these guys build cars, and now you can think you're a car builder too. You can talk the lingo and you go to shows and act like you've been there and done that, but you haven't. Like I said, there used to be that culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's kind of blown. Everything is blown wide open in a way, and I don't know.
I
That's
think there's
just what
still
my frame of reference for being a car guy. It used to be you had to seek out like people, and it was tough and to learn and I learned from elders, man. I used to go the guy that machined my engine. I mean, I would go by after work and I would just watch him and pick his brain.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I had no way else to learn. There wasn't YouTube and everything else. And like I said, it's like there used to be that culture and there used to be a lot of gatekeeping, and now it's just everything is just wide open
Yeah.
and kind of watered down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my rant.
Well, but on the other side of it, you have actually more access now. So, I don't know. I think there's still car clubs and shit like that. I think guys
Yeah,
still...
but like I said, a lot of that used to be just kind of handed down. It was in groups where
Yeah.
you learned from others and not the information wasn't out there. You couldn't just pull up your phone and do a search. Hey, how do I do this? What does this need? That's the difference to me. It was you found that group, that like the club.
Yeah. Right.
Now you can be a part of it in your bedroom. Um, alone.
Man. Evan, we do got a couple stupid news stories from around the world. Some of these headlines. NYPD officer facing termination for steamy OnlyFans account.
What you do in your own time is your own time, right?
Well,
no.
I don't know, man. Something like that, you're kind of representing, and that's... You don't want people coming up asking for autographs and shit while you're trying to arrest a perp.
I'm assuming this is a female cop, but
I would hope.
Yeah. Officer showing his nightstick, on on OnlyFans. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need it at all. You're right.
Yeah.
Good golly.
Yeah, it is a female, Evan. Over 100 human skulls found at home of Pennsylvania man. He's accused of digging these up from the cemeteries around his house, Evan. This guy just
really?
He went on a scavenger hunt, I guess.
There's that many 100 graves dug up?
He must have if he's got 100 skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Unless some of those were Siamese twins. It might be 90, 98 or 99, Evan. It might have been a Siamese twin in there.
You never know. Good Lord.
Cake sparklers set off hydrogen balloon fireball during birthday party.
Okay. Wait a minute. Who was filling a balloon with hydrogen?
I don't.
Hydrogen balloon.
It's in the UK, Evan.
Cake sparkler? Huh. I guess there's been a shortage of helium. That wasn't smart.
Oh my God.
That's the Hindenburg, a little mini Hindenburg right there.
New Jersey dive bar Donkey's Place seeks return of stolen walrus penis.
Who took the walrus dick? Come on now. Fess up. Bring it back. No questions asked.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay. One question.
it. They had to be drunk.
Maybe two.
And
Did you
why?
wash it?
Okay, why do you have a walrus with a walrus penis displayed at your bar? Not the kind of shit I look. I walk in a bar, I see something laid out with a penis laying there. I gotta go. You know,
I like a bar with some interesting decor, something to, but not
yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, Bennigan's is cool, but you
Yeah,
know,
the old cracker barrel. Yeah, that's good
yeah,
enough. Maybe
yeah,
an old saw on the wall. Maybe an old black and white photo of somebody holding a chicken. I don't know.
man.
That's, whew, yeah.
So,
No walrus dick.
so
Yeah,
hopefully, it is not a listener of the Al from D Town and Chili 442 show that stole a walrus penis from New
yeah,
Jersey. And if you did, take that shit back. What are you
yeah.
going to do with a walrus penis?
If you're embarrassed, UPS it back to them.
Yeah, drop it off in a shoebox. How big is a walrus penis, Evan?
I don't know. I'm thinking what you tell them.
I can't wait to write the description for this show. Uh, nude Louisiana woman arrested after trying to be a mermaid in a private pond. Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
Evan, can we go back to the last story real quick? Because I got a headline from another article and I don't know if I can read it without losing it. So I'm going to try. Hold on. I'm going to have to
Is it
take
the same subject?
It's the same subject, but this headline just. Woo. All right, here we go. Beloved walrus penis stolen from New Jersey cheesesteak icon. Owner is blubbering mad.
They really had to say beloved.
That's the part that got me. I was like, how many people have proclaimed their love for this walrus penis?
When every space in the headline is at a premium, they're trying to pack in as much info. They had to, first word was beloved. Oh man, the world's just insane. It's just insane.
How about this one, Evan? Florida man in a lace bra and G string arrested on construction site with a gun. I am going to guess.
That's not good.
I'm just going to shoot this out there. He was high. He was high as shit. And woman sets Walmart baby cribs ablaze.
Hold on, that was it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then going back, did I not send you a video last week of the guy in Florida going down the highway that was on the hood of a truck?
Yes.
Did it look like he had a thong on, or was his underwear just blowing straight up his ass? Did it look like it? But that was all he was wearing, and he was on the. Do you think that was a lot lizard deal go wrong?
I think his girl probably caught him cheating. And he ran out in his drawers. And and she jumped on the highway with him hanging on the hood. That's what happened. I don't know.
I could hope that's best case scenario, maybe. Shoo. Yeah, that one was a little scary.
Oh man, this dude was arrested in Polk County. Whoa, if you have never seen Grady Judd, he is a sheriff.
What?
Grady Judd. He's a sheriff of Polk County, Florida. This dude, he's the one that told like all the citizens, hey, if somebody breaks in your house, shoot them, but shoot them
Mm,
by the door so we can just drag them out.
nice.
Yeah, or something like that. It was something to those lines. But yeah, he's hardcore, man. He's awesome. He don't take no
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I'm about all about defending your home, but let's not kind of be completely, extremely. I don't know. We'll let that go.
I don't know, dude. You don't know if them people are coming in to steal or shit.
I'm with you all the way. It's just
Uh,
like the guy's almost like encouraging it. You know what I mean? Like if it happens, it happens. But I don't know. He's just like, hey, don't call us. Just blow holes in somebody. But
yeah.
that's what you need to do. I guess that's exactly what you need to do. So thank you, officer.
Yeah. Woman sets Walmart baby cribs ablaze with camping fuel as store was full of customers on New Year's Eve, Evan.
What was the purpose of that?
I don't know. Causing $5 million in damage. Wow.
Wow, that's a lot.
Well, I bet you it set off the sprinkler system.
Mm-hmm.
And then that right there, look at all the merchandise that's ruined. Man, you can get
Mm-hmm.
some good deals at that Walmart in the container.
I never really thought about Walmart being so insane until I just watched this TikTok video. This British guy over here just completely flipping out. He's in a Walmart. He's like, Look, there's food right here. And then across the other, there's jeans. I can buy jeans and I can get food. And here I can get a car battery. And this girl's like, we can go back here and get a lawnmower. And, and it's like, this guy is absolutely, and he's like, what is that, a pharmacy? And they're like, yeah. He's completely going nuts. This guy was about to have a meltdown.
Well, yeah,
I'm like,
because
man, you don't think about it, but when you never experienced anything like that, it's like I'm shopping and I'm getting my tires rotated and I'm buying patio furniture and grapes. It's just nuts.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm not a big. I try to stay out of those places. But nowadays, I mean, it's sad to
I,
say, but there's no small mom and pop places. You know.
I can't remember last time I was in a Walmart. Really, who was president? I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a long time.
Evan, there was two high-dollar mandolins stolen from a music store. The next
Yeah.
morning, there was a box. They were all wrapped up real nice with a note from the gentleman that said, I apologize. I should not have took these. I was drunk. Hey, good for him for taking them back. He probably was like, why in the fuck do I got two little guitars in bed with me?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
good for him, I guess, coming clean and returning those because I'm sure they're not cheap.
A fortune teller accused of stealing phone to make bad luck prophecy come true.
Oh, that's brilliant. It almost worked out. Would have got away from with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Probably sent a picture of his butthole to his boss or something like that. You're gonna get fired from your job today.
I told you were gonna get fired.
And how's this for sucky job, Evan? Runaway Indiana Jones boulder smashes into Disney World staffer.
Oh, ouch. Big old giant paper mache ball coming to roll over you.
Oh man, that still hurt. I guarantee you that
Yeah.
thing's still a couple 100 pounds.
Like that show, that most extreme elimination challenge. They throw those big boulders down.
Yeah.
Those people try to make it up, and those things are coming down at them. That show was violent. I loved it.
Uh, oh my goodness. Evan, I was going to go to see if we had a bozo criminal of the day. We got three of them, and one of them's a Christmas one.
Oh, hallelujah.
This one's from, well, St. Petersburg, Florida, Evan, where the Red Roof Inn had several gifts for children wrapped and placed under a tree at the establishment. Kind of like, come in and you put your kid's name on the tree or whatever. So they had this little thing, and well, this bozo threw a wrench in those plans, Evan. On Christmas morning, Erica walked in, began looking at the gifts, selected six of them, and just walked out.
Oh,
Yeah.
scumbag.
She said she thought the gifts were for children. Why that may be true, she couldn't explain her reason for taking them since she doesn't have any kids.
Mm-hmm. Big surprise.
The total value of the gifts was only $48, Evan. Would have been a simple case of misdemeanor theft, except for the fact she was on felony probation for stealing.
Sticky fingers.
Yeah, so she was busted on felony charge.
You need to learn.
This one, we start the new year off with one of the stranger bozo stories to come down the pike in a while. This one's from Pennsylvania, Evan. Crystal Hampton, another woman. Wow, if I would have told you we had three bozos and two of them were going to be women, you wouldn't have believed me.
I like to see it. I like to know that women do dumb shit too.
Yeah.
It's not just men.
Well,
It makes me feel just a little better that it's not just us men doing all the dumb shit in the world.
Well, this chick walks into the Royal Farms convenience store with one thing on her mind. First, we should tell you, Royal Farms has a big refrigerated cooler with glass walls called the Beer Cave. Oh, yeah. We've all seen those, I think. It was in said beer cave that our bozo decided to do her business. She pushed a few cases of beer around, dropping her pants and dropping a couple Cleveland steamers on the shelves of the cave.
Oh, that's horrible.
She pulled up her pants and left the premises. Bitch didn't even buy no beer.
Oh. And how would you like to be the guy that finds that?
She's been charged with, I like these charges, open lewdness, scattering rubbish, and criminal mischief.
Man, they could almost put like a bio charge on something like that. If they really wanted to. Yeah, rubbish. Yeah, that's putting it nicely, or whatever.
Oh my goodness, Evan. The last story. Louisiana cops were called to a report of a naked woman standing in the driveway of a residence. By the time they arrived, our 41-year-old bozo had decided to go skinny dipping in a nearby pond. Oh, this is our mermaid bitch. Chick, I'm sorry. She refused several requests to exit the pond, saying she was trying to be a mermaid. So, yeah. After a while, the cold temperatures got to her, Evan, and she was given a blanket and invited to step into a nearby residence to warm up. That's when the fun really begun. She charged the deputy who tased her to no effect. Using her super mermaid strength, she put up quite a fight before finally being restrained.
Wow.
On the way to be checked out, she threatened to kill deputies and the paramedics. She's been charged with 3 counts of resisting an officer with force or violence, 2 counts of public intimidation, 2 counts of battery on a police officer, disturbing the peace, and criminal trespass.
Wow. I wonder how many will actually stick and what they'll do.
Man,
that's a lot of charges.
She brought her New Year's in with a bang. I don't know.
That's a lot of charges. That judge is going to be like, really?
And
dang, woman.
With most of these cops now have body cams, so those don't lie. Wow. So our mermaid chick was, whoo. So there you go. There's weird and wacky news from around the world.
Wonder what happens if you're tased when you're wet.
Oh,
that doesn't sound good.
Oh, that can't feel good. I wonder if
I don't
tase somebody in water, what would happen?
I don't know.
We're going to have to get a kiddie pool and some stupid kid to let us tase him.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
No, I ain't either. I don't like getting shocked. Oh, man. Evan, you got anything that...
Trying to think what's happened last week that I really would want to get into.
There's some shit oh, man. We can't get into. We can't.
Yeah, I know. I agree. No, went to the doctor last week. It was the typical fiasco, I mean, this time I actually went in. I'm like, I'm not coming in to fight with the dude. I'm not going to argue. They can't do anything for me, but what we're going is just, I went to Champaign to a specialist, dermatologist, just kind of getting in more systems. There's really not anything they can do. And the meeting went off pretty typical. The doctor, they will not admit what's going on. They can't say it. He just turns everything. Well, yeah, I treat a lot of people that look like you. No, you're not. You're not. That's not what I'm asking you. Kind of questions. Everything was turned. It was a real frustration. But at one point where Vicky was talking to him and said something about the tubs of what is your protocol with talking to people? We were kind of needling him most, what is your protocol with talking to people about steroids? And he's like, oh, we tell them, only 2 weeks, on, and then we do something else for 2 weeks and this and that. And she's like, well, I've seen these doctors prescribing these big tubs, and they're like, it's a 1 pound tub of this, steroid cream, which is just poison. And he just, the smile on his face and the smugness, it just got to me, and he's like, I prescribe those tubs daily, and I prescribed them for, even for babies, 3 months old. It's like, holy shit, there's no reason, the doctor should be. I've seen these babies that are completely tortured. They're covered in scabs. Their hands are wrapped up so they don't scratch themselves constantly. They're in complete, misery. And just watching this brings tears in my eyes. I mean, these kids didn't ask for this, So anyway, I mean, I think it was about right at that point. I said, these exact words. I said, you got to realize you're fucking people up, and I don't know how many people go into doctors and drop F-bombs, I don't know how many people are confrontational with doctors. I'm always curious. This guy comes in, he's in the room for 10, 15 minutes. He sees how many people, a couple dozen people a day. How many does he remember,
Yeah.
And so, and after I thought about it, I was like, you know what, from now on, it's I think I want them to remember me. Every time they prescribe a big old tub to someone, I want them to, I want them to remember, me and like maybe second guess just a little bit. But one thing that's freaking, go on. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say they won't.
Yeah. So anyway, on the way home, she's like, what's really stupid? We're talking to the doctor and tell him about, other doctors in the past about doing a biopsy, and this and that. And he said, oh, what were the results? And we're like, well, you should be able to go in and see it. We're in Champaign at a dermatology and Mohs clinic. We had previously previously been to a dermatology and Mohs clinic in Peoria. You would think these are all networked up, you know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh, well, we can't see any of that. We don't, see any tests or whatever they've done. There's nothing in the system. They're not interlinked." And Vicky on the way home, she's like, "How the hell can I take my car to Speed Lube and they know the last time I had an oil change? They know when my air filter's been changed. They know all this stuff and they can't even this is the information age with, and this it's just man, medical is just it's frustrating. It's
It,
doctors and
mm,
it's a nightmare. It's not getting better. I wonder what they're passing sometime with some of these young doctors and stuff. And as I see, all of our education system crumbling, I can only imagine what colleges are like. Because I have a cousin that teaches college level at Eastern, and like some of these kids come in, they just can't even read, they can't even interpret stuff, and so I wonder, this is a college level,
yeah,
not good, not good. But anyway, so that was my fun last week.
yeah. That, there's Evan's bitch of the day. Now here's mine. So, um, of course, I got the name Al from D-Town from an actual radio guy, Ray Lytle. He started calling me it. Everybody that was around that at that time, that's what they called me, Al from D-Town. So it kind of stuck. I am from Decatur, born and raised. There's been a lot of crime. A lot of crime. They had a lot of murders at the end of the year of 2025, and they started, I think there's already 4 bodies. I might be wrong. It might be, it's two. I know it's more than one, so that's too many. We're not even, 2 weeks into the new year.
Mm-hmm.
So now online, and I've been keeping track with this, and I keep seeing a bunch of people like wanting change in leadership and all this, and they think that's going to fix it, and they're blaming the police for not doing more. Look, the police are called after the crime has been committed. They're pretty much the cleanup guys. They're coming in to a situation that has already happened. So you can't blame the police, And then,
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy. And I mean, I think a lot of that starts at home. I'm sorry, you got to teach your kids.
Mm-hmm.
A 15, 16-year-old kid should have no access to a gun. And if he does, and I understand there's bad parents out there, but then we got to do something about that.
There's a lot of kids without fathers.
That's a big thing.
That's the biggest to me. You've got you got generations that are they're raised by women and they they run wild. They're not taught. They're run. Yeah, that's a rough one.
I mean, you just can't.
It's more decline.
Yeah, you can't sit there and think, okay, if we fire the mayor, look, I don't care for the mayor of Decatur. I'm not a fan of her. I didn't vote for her. But firing her is going to do nothing about the violence on the street. You can hire 20 more officers. It's not going to do anything about the violence on the street. Most of this shit is happening online. It starts online and it brews over to the streets. So a lot of times, it's not like, and these kids ain't outside in neighborhoods like they used to be. Used to be a little bit of police presence and, it'd clear a block. It's not like that anymore. they're
There's
it's
no
crazy.
respect for authority because we've gotten soft on crime over time, you
Well,
know.
yeah. I mean, if they think they're only going to go and do a couple years, and
Or not even. They'll be back out,
yeah, it's
in and out.
it's
It's just a
crazy.
revolving door.
Well, in Illinois, especially, and I hate to get political, but our governor passed a safety act, and it's done more to just keep repeat offenders just cycling. I mean, if you look at Macon County arrests, if you look at Sangamon County arrests, it's the same people just getting arrested. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Lock them up for 6 months or something. Let them get clean. They got to get clean because most of it's drug related. And we're just letting these people just, keep on with their routine, Women,
Hmm.
and a lot of them are women, with these drug charges and shit. And you're like, God,
Wow. What a switch. What a change over time.
I know. I know, right? I noticed the other day too, looking at that, there's a lot more women being arrested for domestic violence.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
These broads out here throwing hands.
Well, I did see one rest on the Macon County. Yeah. I was kind of surprised. And it was a girl that's like, didn't look like she had it in her.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's interesting. I think it's just a fact that the economy has just got everybody worked up right now. Things are expensive. People can't afford to eat. People are just it's just turmoil, you know.
yeah.
A
I,
lot of pressure, bills. People are at a boiling point right now.
oh, Jesus. Do I know?
Yeah.
Do I know? And trying to do the shit on your own. Oh, I'm, dude. I need.
It's almost impossible these days.
I just need one rich pervert to watch our show and ask me to send him pictures of my feet or something like that, because I will so do it. I am not gonna lie. I'd be like, man, these are
You can be bought, huh?
oh easy. Be like, yeah, whatever floats your boat, dude. I'll paint that middle toenail for you.
How much you gonna? How many tokens?
Yeah, I mean,
That's funny.
I'm gonna have to. It's got to be, I at least got to have four figures,
Yeah, I got you.
and
I got you.
especially if I trim my toenails.
Sure.
Yeah, because that.
Everything's got a price.
See mine, four figures for some feet pick.
Mhm. Nice.
Uh, I'm not gonna give away the menu online.
Oh yeah. Make them work for
Uh,
it.
well, Evan, damn man, we're
Yep.
almost at our hour.
I guess we're there.
Yeah, we didn't get to any lists. I think we're gonna try to kind of back off those, man. We've done so many of those over the years that I think we're running
It's
out of them.
yeah. It's hard to find fresh, things.
Yeah.
Something. We'll keep our eyes open, but yeah.
Yeah, I gotta stop looking at so
Let's
much crime shit, because that's like all that's on my news feed, dude. Is like, I'm like, oh my gosh, and then I'm like, oh yeah, you read that shit, dumbass.
Yeah. Algorithms.
Oh man, they sure do pay attention. I wish you could reset them, because like I should not be getting anything about Taylor Swift, but those couple shows we did, we talked about Taylor's fucking Swift, and now,
Hmm.
dude, this is half of
Yeah.
these news stories
Yeah.
on
I
my.
had that for a week. My phone and TikTok was giving me all this Taylor Swift stuff, and then I just thought it blew over. But it does that for a week. Anything you search up, Then all of a sudden it wants to feed it to you. It just tries to keep you. It's brilliant, the algorithms. I mean, really the programming. They're working so hard just to keep you interested for every minute, not put down your phone, not walk away.
Uh, oh, damn. I would have liked to done this one. The most hated musicians of all time. Number one, U2. I so fucking agree.
I was reading a thing recently, and it's funny the bands that are ripped on a lot. YouTube, yeah, or a U2, yeah, big time.
Coldplay's one of them.
Hmm.
Chris Brown. I like Chris Brown. Sorry.
I would know stuff.
Miley Cyrus.
I really wouldn't know much of her stuff except maybe Wrecking Ball or whatever.
Limp Bizkit.
Oh, they get so much hate for no reason.
Limp Bizkit was for their time and everything, and they had some great fucking tunes that slammed in the car.
They were slightly cheesy, but compared to most bands these days, whatever rock's out there, they were pretty slamming.
I think so.
Wes Borland was a great guitar player. He had some great riffs. I just think they get a lot of undue hate, but
You'll probably say that one about this one too. Yoko Ono.
Oh no, that's not undue hate. That's all due and then some.
Creed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That kind of like Nickelback. Creed and Nickelback are the same thing.
Well, Nickelback, Justin Bieber, the Ramones. No. Who? Ah, shit. You there?
Damn.
Oh, I think he's there.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
Uh,
Anyway, where was I? I was rambling.
The Ramones were on there.
They get hate. I don't know anybody that really listened to them. They were just kind of like they were kind of that artsy rock band, but
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody really took them serious. But I never really saw much hate. It was more like one of those bands that's really popular, but nobody really listens to, kind of thing.
Yeah. Next one on the list.
I've never been with anybody like, hey, I'm going to jam some Ramones.
Yeah.
It's
do you
just
mind?
it's never happened. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's just never happened.
Oasis.
Yeah, they get a lot of hate and they deserve it.
John Mayer, whatever.
Yeah, he gets hate and he deserves it.
Metallica.
They get hate and they deserve it.
Disturbed.
Eh,
The
I don't know why.
Monkees.
Because they were cheese.
Michael Bolton.
Yeah, he kind of broke.
Ooh, the Eagles.
Yeah, they were overrated.
Nicki Minaj.
I don't know. It's just, yeah, I don't, okay.
Very overrated. Mumford and Sons. What the hell did they do to anybody? But no,
I don't know.
number one was U2. I'm happy with
U2.
that list.
Huh, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I am cool with that list. But
When it comes up online, it seems like a lot of people hate Dave Matthews.
yeah, I can't believe he wasn't on there.
Red Hot Chili Peppers gets a lot of hate. Always. AC/DC gets a lot of hate. They get a lot of love, but they get a lot of hate.
Yeah.
It's funny, like reading the bands that annoy people. That's probably a pretty accurate list right there.
Yeah, I think so. Look, I just said, hey, we're going to get away from doing lists, and we did a fucking list. Hey, that's how we roll here at the show.
Never know what to expect.
Man, we say one thing and do something totally different. Anyway.
It's our show.
Yeah. Evan, tell these beautiful people goodbye so we can give them show number 2 of 2026 next week.
All right, people. Well, you you heard it. Come back for show number 2 next week. Hope you have a nice week. I think the weather's supposed to be decent. No snow. Man, it's January. It's gloomy. I don't know. Make the best of it.
Yeah. Hey, man, we
Do what
want
you
to
can.
We want to thank you guys for checking us out and, coming in, listening to stupid news stories, listening to us ramble about shit. We appreciate you guys. We love you. Peace. Be good to one another. And remember, them politicians don't give a shit about you.
Word.
They have done nothing but divide the American people. Just remember, folks, when shit goes wrong, they won't be, them politicians won't be at your door. Your neighbors
No,
will.
they'll be on a flight to Israel.
Peace.
Later.
Way to end on a conspiracy theory. No, Devin.
I love it. Wait a minute. What did he say?
Yeah.